Hey guys, do not adjust your computer. I am not JH6, but you're still at the right channel. So I am Bombbuster72, and this is Home Defense 101. On today's episode, I want to talk to you about my thoughts on selecting a home defense firearm. So in general, when we're talking about a home defense type of firearm, we're talking about one of three things. We're talking about a handgun, and that would be either a semi-automatic or a revolver, or possibly a shotgun. And this could be a semi-automatic as well, or a pump. When we're talking about rifles, we're really only talking about semi-automatic. Over and under shotguns and bolt-action rifles, really, you can use them for home defense, but that's not their traditional role. So there are some factors that we really need to consider when we're trying to select and choose a home defense firearm. First off, safety and security. Do you have kids at home? I know I do. And so security is an important thing. I can't leave a pump-action shotgun loaded sitting behind the door. I need to find a way to secure whatever firearm I select to make sure the curious fingers don't find it. Yes, I agree we need to teach our kids. They need to be aware about handguns and know how to be safe. But then again, I was a kid once. I know when my parents were gone, I tended to do things I wasn't supposed to. Along with security though, we need to be able to have some quick and easy access to our firearm in case we need it. So if we live in an apartment, or if again we have those children, we're worried about where the bullet is going to go. If it goes through an assailant or it goes through a wall, we need to be considering where that bullet is going. Because of this, in a lot of situations, a rifle really is not a good choice. You may want to consider not using a rifle, as those tend to overpenetrate and go through people as well as walls and beyond. Keep in mind that any shot that you take, you're responsible for anything that bullet destroys. And if that's the neighbor, you're still responsible for that. So let's talk about spouses, roommates, etc., other adults who might be living in the house with you. Can they handle your firearm if they need to? Now, I know for a fact that my wife can handle a shotgun. But I also know from past experience, she's going to hesitate using it because she really doesn't like shooting it. For me, this is a factor in selecting a home defense firearm. I don't want to select something that my wife is not willing to use. Another thing we need to think about is the layout of our house. Do we have a lot of narrow hallways? Are there any blind corners that we need to worry about? Long guns traditionally are not very good at going around these type of corners, especially in tight and confined spaces. If you have a nice open floor plan house, long guns, rifles, shotgun, things like that, they might work just fine. But if you do have those confined spaces, you may want to reconsider. And finally, the part of the discussion I was kind of hesitant to talk about, and that is caliber and round selection. So really you need to ask yourself the following question. Do I want more stopping power, or do I want more capacity, more rounds to put down range? Again, in this situation, I'm thinking of my spouse. Yes, my spouse, my wife, she can handle a .45. She can shoot it. But I'll tell you this, that second round is probably going nowhere near where she's aiming. I'm not trying to be sexist. I just know my wife. And I know that in the heat of things, that round going off, it's going to be a little bit scary for her. So for my home defense firearm, I picked something in a little bit lighter caliber, something that she can handle a little better in case she has to. So no matter what you pick, whether you pick a rifle, a shotgun, or a handgun, you need to pick a good self-defense round. Most rounds that are designed for self-defense are less likely to overpenetrate, and they also tend to have a lot better terminal ballistics. So I hope you guys keep these thoughts and these factors in your mind when you're selecting your home defense firearm. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Head on over to my channel as well and check it out. And like JH6 always says, God is in control. Well, ain't that the truth?